Hey, I'm BKP, and it's Thursday night. You know what that means? It's time for Bobcats Beyond the Field. We're here at Circuit World in East LJ. Don't forget, at Circuit World, if you have never been in here and made a purchase, say FetcherNews.com, come in, and they will give you 10% off that purchase. We want to thank Shane's Rib Shack for providing a meal for the players and the coach tonight. Also, Pepsi for providing drinks. Again, on Thursday night, we always air here at Circuit World at East LJ. We talk 7 Quad A football. Let's start out like this. Let's tell you where the region is now. This Friday night is the end of regular season, end of region play tomorrow night. Here's how the region stacks up. Cartersville 6-0. Pickens is 5-1. Northwest Whitfield is 5-2. Southeast Whitfield is 3-4. Heritage is 2-4. Ridgeland is 2-4. Gilmer is 2-4, and Lafayette is 0-6. Got 3 teams. I'm here tonight. I'm glad to have our guest tonight, defensive coordinator Sean Tome. Now, the first time Sean was here, okay, I struggled a little bit, right? But we're good now.
We're good.
Okay, so we're past that. But I am going to have to warn you, Coach. First time you were here, I hadn't seen too much on the sideline, but I've seen several games, so we got to talk. All right, you and I got to talk tonight, okay? But no, we're happy to have defensive coordinator Sean Tome, and I have enjoyed watching his work with these young men, these Bobcats defense, and that is true. Now, at this stage of the year, I'm going to get to talk to Coach about some things I've seen on the sideline this year. We've got 4 guests with us tonight. Cade Evans, did I get that right? Got that right? He's over here. He's going to be in the next segment. Freshman linebacker James Dover. He's over there. He's smiling. He'll be in here smiling in a little bit. Sophomore wide receiver we got on the couch with us right now, Blake Bunton. And we've got junior right tackle Alex Gill, right? Sure. So, hey, guys, glad to have you here. Friday night, let's talk Heritage. Now, you come off a tough game with Pickens, a rivalry game. But, that's over. It's in the books. Friday night's over. But this week of practice, talk about practice this week, some of the ways you prepared, some of the things you guys are talking about in the atmosphere this week, knowing what tomorrow night means.
Well, we've been preparing for Heritage ever since Sunday. We've been watching their film, like what they do and what they run. And Coach Graves has been telling us what they're going to do and how they're going to line up to us against like offense and defense. And he really wants us to win, and we want to win for the seniors so they don't have like a bad season this year. We want to get them to at least the state, or at least try to. So Coach Graves has been telling us it's win or lose. If we win, we're in. If we lose, we're done. So
how is the attitude around practice? I mean, how's the emotion, Alex? What's it been like practice this week?
Well, we just really know that if we definitely win, then we have a really good chance to get in. But if we lose, we're just done. Considering this is our last game, if our seniors, they lose this, and they're just done for the rest of their high school career. So we really have really good tempo this week to rank everything up so that we can definitely come out with a win this week so we can get that playoff spot.
Coach, let's talk a little bit with you about last week. Your defense, it's your job to coach. It's my job to ask dumb questions.
Yeah.
So I know you weren't shocked, but I think some people looked up at the board at the end of that first quarter and seen 0-0. How were you feeling with your defense at that time?
I felt great. I think the kids implemented the game plan. We changed some things up. Really, obviously, wanted to focus on taking away the run. We got a little shocked that first series. They came out, went quads, went empty, tried to throw it around. I think we ended up having them in a 3rd and 16. They ended up converting on it, and then we backed them up again and ended up getting off the field. So we knew it was going to be one of those grinded out. The biggest thing we were trying to do was prevent the big play, especially the quarterback run. They've been successful. Bird's been successful. And Brumby's had a lot of success throwing the ball. So entire first half, we were very pleased going in 7-3. The adjustments we made, we thought they were going to come out, and we had that feeling that the next thing up for them run game-wise was going to be zone, and it just worked out. A couple plays here and there. It really boiled down to 3 runs that we felt like took us completely out of the game and really sucked the wind out of us.
Well, I was gonna ask you that, Coach. Overall in the defense, you guys are matching up just about every team you're facing, but it is the big play. It's that one big play. As I struggle to say it because I never want to be negative, but it's that one missed assignment every once in a while, and it's that big play.
It is, and it goes. I think the first thing is it's got to be taken upon me. You go back on Sundays and you say, what could I have done to put that kid in a better spot or put him in a better chance to be successful? We have had, and one thing we've preached from the beginning is we've got to be perfect, all 11 kids throughout the board. And you play teams like Cartersville and you look at the teams in our region, skill-wise, some of the better teams we see are at the skill position. We preach perfection. We know it's probably not going to happen, but if we can limit the mental errors, if we always say if we can get lined up and we can play assignment football, we're going to be okay. And I think we show spurts of it, and it's almost one of those things we don't ever want to think about the big play. I think if we think about it, it's just the inevitable and it's going to happen. If we just keep them positive thoughts, keep putting pressure on them, being aggressive, because that's kind of the mindset we want to take, I think it ends up working out well for us.
Guys, early on in the season, I was sitting down with a coach, and he said that on Monday he challenges, or Sunday night he challenges his players to look at themselves and say, what could I have done better? And ever since that, I've done probably 15 shows after that I just picked up on that, and I thought, you know what, there obviously is the team. And that's football. There's 11 hats on the ball. There's 11 hats out there. But when you show up on Sunday, what do you think you can do better this week at?
I always think of what I could have done to make, for my position set up as a receiver, if the run comes out to me, what I could have done to make the receiver miss the tackle or just get out of the play to help Russell or whoever was running the ball, get more yards to see if we can get more first downs and actually score.
And what about you? What do you challenge yourself to do? What do you say when you're going there Sunday afternoon? What are you thinking, what can I do better this week?
Well, we just get out there and we're on the field, and always make sure you always get your blocks. But then, say if you don't get your block and someone else doesn't get their block, always get them back up. If they miss assignment, if they miss something, just make sure that they know that they just go out there next time and get it better, and just challenge yourself week to week. Because our thing is 3% every day adds up to a lot at the end. So just to get that a little bit better even on Sundays, because a lot of teams, they don't come in on Sunday. Most people don't, and it's just a thing that we try to get ourselves better at. So by us going in there, it just gets us above and beyond.
You know what? No matter what level you play, football. For those out there that this makes them nervous, life's not football 24/7. But no matter what level you play at, you can see the pros all the way up. They're always discussing what they could do better. So there's no time like now to start figuring out what could I do better on Monday morning. And I actually get concerned when somebody doesn't have an answer, because you got to challenge yourself. Talk about, you're going Huff Mosley Friday night. It's going to be packed. It's a play. It's got playoff. You got to have this game to get in the playoffs. Talk about the emotion, how high that'll be Friday night, and what you're thinking about for tomorrow night.
Well, the emotion is going to be really high since for our seniors, if we don't win, they're done. So they're going to be telling all of us to go all out and do everything we can. And, they're just they really don't want to lose this game. So Coach Grage and all the seniors have been telling us to, do our best and try our hardest and do everything just 3% better every time so you can get better. And if we win, then we're in. So.
What about you?
Well, as long as we come out and we hit them right first, because we're going to have a lot of big crowds out there tomorrow night, because people knowing that if we do win, then we're in. Cause I heard a lot of people talking about before, we didn't have a very good mid-season, so everyone's quitting, coming to our games, but then once they realize that we set this chance, they definitely want to be behind us now to be out there and give us all the support they could, considering they know that if we win, we're in the playoffs, and it's always a good thing to get go beyond just a regular season and go to the postseason. And that's basically just got to go.
Well, I can't talk about other people. Well, I could, but I shouldn't. So I can't talk about other people. I don't have 10 and 15 years on the sideline with the team, but I've got 5 years. And in 5 years, I've not missed a home or away game, one. I've been on the sideline, thank the good Lord. 5 years I've been there with that guy's brother over there. I remember him. Actually, I remember that guy's brother playing Pickens. We ain't going to talk about that, okay? Or Fannin, whichever one it was. I shouldn't bring all that up like memory, but I love the guy. He played with emotion. Guy played with emotion. But anyhow, been there 5 years, and I will tell you this. My commitment is I don't care what the weather is, what the rain is, what it's like. I leave when the buzzer says it's over, okay? So there you go, all right? Hey, we've got a couple minutes here before we go to break, and we do have the matchup. Now they're going up, the Gilmer Bobcats are going up here against the Heritage Generals tomorrow night. And here is the thing for you guys out there, fans. This is a matchup this year. The Generals have 2 wins. And the 2 wins they have is Southeast Whitfield and Lafayette, okay? So I think that matches up right there exactly. You guys have beat the same teams. When I look at the box scores, you're not far off on the games that you've lost, not far off on the games that you won. But Coach, when we come back, let's talk about Pickens, a team that hands the ball to 5 or 6 guys, to a team that's got like 600 yards on the ground, but they're almost over 2,000 in the air. When we come back, we'll talk about that. So we've got to go to break. I am BKP, your host. Don't forget, Team FYN Sports, always promoting and highlighting young athletes in a positive way. And don't forget, on Friday nights, you can always follow us at FetcherNews.com on Twitter. Hashtag Team FYN Sports, hashtag Gilmer Football. We'll be back right after these brief messages. We'll have our next 2 guests in here. Guys, you did a great job. We'll see you tomorrow night. Now, the funny thing to me is they're all in uniform on Friday nights. A lot of times when they get here, I don't recognize you because I see helmets every Friday night. I'm getting the let's get out. We'll be back after these messages.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
LJ Tire Company since 1955. With a huge range of tires at the lowest price and fast, hassle-free service, LJ Tire is all you need every time. LJ Tire carries only the top brands in the industry: Cooper, Michelin, Mickey Thompson, Pirelli, and Yokohama. Stop in and let AES certified mechanics change your oil today. Life doesn't slow down for car maintenance, and LJ Tire won't either. If your car is tired of its tires, go to LJ Tire.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
New Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Highway 515 South, Jasper. SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Let it ride during the Lucky 7 sales event at Lifetime Kia. Come try your luck in the Money Machine. Yes, come take a test drive and you get a chance to grab for cash in the Money Machine. Plus, shop big-time savings on every vehicle in stock. And remember, Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And Lifetime Kia will extend that warranty for as long as you own it. Come try your luck in the Money Machine and experience the savings at Lifetime Kia.
El Rey in Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey in Ellijay.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Only one thing beats a day's price on a new Chevy. It's our pre-owned price. Now at the Days Chevy Jasper Pre-Owned Super Center. Save thousands off original MSRP on the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in the North Georgia mountains. Cars, trucks, SUVs, even luxury vehicles. Many with factory warranty. And all thousands below new car prices. We can even help rebuild your credit. Save thousands today at the Days Chevy Jasper Pre-Owned Super Center. The North Georgia mountains big volume, low price leader.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hey, I'm BKP, your host, and you're watching Bobcats Beyond the Field. We want to thank Circuit World here at East Ellijay for providing this set here tonight where we bring you the show right over here in East Ellijay. Again, that's Circuit World. Come on in, say hello, fetchyournews.com, promo code when you come in. Also, thanks Shane's Rib Shack. We thank them for every week providing a meal for the players and the coach. I want to thank them, and also Pepsi for drinks. We're talking Quad A football, and if you've just joined us, we're going to run back down this real quick. Friday night, tomorrow night is the last game of the regular season. Cartersville sitting at 6-0. Pickens is 5-1. Northwest Whitfield is 5-2. Southeast Whitfield is 3-4. And here's where it gets a little. The configuration is Heritage 2-4, Ridgeland 2-4. Gilmer 2-4, and Lafayette 0-6. So a lot of things happening there right in the center of the region. We have our guest this second segment here. We have Cade Evans, right? He is on kickoff returns and also plays on defense. And we have freshman linebacker James Dover here with us, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, good. And we're back here with defensive coordinator Sean Tome. Let me before I get with these young men, Coach Tome, now Friday night you're going to see you're switching it up. Now, there's a couple things I want to know. You're coaching a team this week that you're talking to them about a situation where it's a must-win. Mm-hmm. When you're coaching and you're talking to your defense, what is it like on a week like this talking to these guys?
I think the biggest thing is you're not trying to add any extra pressure to them. You're
right.
Trying to keep them loose. We go through pretty much the same routine that we've been through since fall camp started, going through film, talking about top formations, biggest tendencies that they're going to show. And I think the one thing our kids have done a good job this week is they have seemed a little looser. It's been serious, but at the same time, you can really see that they are ready. I thought from a defensive standpoint after Tuesday's practice, I was ready to go then. I thought we had a really good day, especially from a coverage standpoint, because that's one of the things we really harped on this week, trying to give some different looks to try to offset the passing game that Heritage is going to attack with.
Bringing that up, when you go from a team like a Pickens that has thrown the ball 37 yards, 28 yards one game, 42 another, and that's what they're doing, and now you're going to go to a team that is sitting at 2,000 yards on the year, totally switching up on Friday night. Talk about preparing for the difference between 1 week to the next and a passing team.
I think the biggest thing we're trying to do is we're trying to keep it simple for the kids. Like any week, we want them to play fast, not to have to think about it. Our base coverages are always going to stay the same, and that's one thing from summer on. They know it. They've drilled it. Repetitions have been at a maximum. And the biggest thing we're trying to do is just put those little checks that we need in. So I think a lot of that was making sure based on a certain formation or based on a certain back set or personnel, what we're trying to tweak, making sure they know it, and a lot of route recognition and different things like that. Anytime we had free time this week, we were busy running routes at them, making sure they were getting different combo routes. And, you know, Heritage, they do run a lot of distinctive route combinations that we haven't seen this year, but I think our kids have handled them well throughout the course of the week.
James, a freshman on a varsity team, and I'm seeing a lot of the freshmen getting some playing time. You guys are getting some work this year. Talk about being on the varsity team this year, coming up, stepping onto the varsity team, and getting onto the big field.
I guess it's fun, but it's kind of been like a hard step just because it's a lot faster pace and all that. And I'm getting more used to it as the year goes by. As
the time goes by. Now, how long have you played the linebacker position? Is that just something that you just really enjoy as the linebacker position?
I've been playing the linebacker position for about 4 years now, and I really enjoy it. It's just fun to play.
What's practice been like this week? Knowing it's, and you know, I don't know you, but I've been on the sideline for several years with your brother, and I've seen you guys play football for several years. You kind of know the intensity of Friday night, but you've not been there. So what's practice been like, knowing the intensity for Friday night?
It's been a little bit harder this week because Greg has been wanting us to go a lot harder this week. So we'll be ready for this Friday night, and so we can get the win.
And how do you feel, like we talked to the guys earlier, about the seniors, the emotion of the seniors wanting this win?
The seniors want to win it because they just want to go to the playoffs and play some more because it's their last game ever, or games.
Cade, let me ask you some of those same questions. How does it feel being on the varsity team, being out there on the big field, and what's practice been like this week for you?
It's a lot different than, middle school and, back in the day and stuff. And it's just, you get to feel like you're really part of a team and you're practicing with the team and you're going out there on Friday nights and you're, all the fans and you're being around the team and all the older kids. And, the older kids, you think, they're going to be kind of scary and stuff and might pick on you a little bit, but, they're big help. And I really enjoyed playing this year. I've learned a lot, and practice this week I think it was really good. Tuesday we really picked up the tempo. Got a big game coming up. Seniors might be their last game, but we really want to extend the season and try to get to the playoffs.
Now let me ask you guys a question, Ed. First of all, I want to say what I'm looking forward to is when I talk to the young guys like yourself, what I'm looking forward to is getting you back here next year. And I'm looking forward to, in a couple of years, you guys are here, and me saying, I remember, I remember when you were talking about the big step on the big field and where you're at now and the development in your play. And that's something I've enjoyed with the seniors. I know all the seniors on your team. And, I remember when they came in as freshmen. And I'm really enjoying that, and I'm looking forward to that with you guys. But I have a question, although I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to probably get you guys back And but talk about let's step out and talk about the future of the Bobcat team, because I got a couple young guys here. You guys, I see a lot of you guys on the sideline, and I'm looking like, wow. And I know the season's not over, but I don't get you guys here again. I'm looking like, you know what? These guys have got some developing players that's coming up. There's a future here. What do you guys see in that?
Yeah, well, the coaches, they've really worked with us this year to help us get developed, and the coaches have worked with us, and it's just helped us a lot to get better, and maybe through the years have a better team, better. I know we got some other guys coming up and like to develop a really good team, and just go out there and have fun, kind of.
What do you see, James, as far as the future of the team when you see the guys you came up with through middle school, and you're seeing the new program that these guys are putting in place that you guys are practicing and learning?
I think there's a lot of potential in the future, and all the kids are coming up and they're getting better and improving with all the practices we've had, and all the kids that are coming up and all that, and I'd say we could have a pretty good team in the future.
Well, now I'm going to ask you the same question, and I know because you guys are younger guys, and you're not playing both sides of the ball, and you're not playing the whole game because you're younger guys. I still want to ask the same question, because when you leave on Friday night, whether you got in for 4 plays, 2 plays, or whatever you did, when you come back Sunday, what do you say to yourself, I could do better this week? I could practice better at this. I could focus better at this on.
I could get better at reads, getting better at tackling, getting better at reading coverages and covering better, and just general playing.
Cade, what do you say?
Yeah, I'd just like to go out there and, like I said earlier, just get 3% better every day, and just go out there and do your best and try to give the offense good looks on the scout team, and try to get them better and try to get us better too.
Coach, there's some players and that if you don't care to talk about, or some guys that we're looking for on Heritage offensive side of the ball that we've got to pay attention to for tomorrow night?
I think it starts with the quarterback. Number 5's got a lively arm, and one thing we've been talking about with the entire team, especially defensively, is he has good escapability. Everyone knows it through this course of the season. We're going to get pressure. I think that's something we've had success with, whether it be tackles for loss or just disruptive plays in the backfield. But 5's tough to bring down. He does a great job of escaping the pocket. What the receivers do a good job of is when he does escape, they don't just stop. They break those routes off, and they're trying to hit the big one on you. At the receiver position, number 10 and number 3 stand out. One of them's a split out. He'll be out wide most of the night, and one of them's a slot receiver. With what they do in the run game, it's a great complement for their passing game, and they try to get 10 and hit him and split your safeties and get him down the middle of the field. And they love throwing the ball to 3. He's especially a bigger receiver, 6'1", 6'2", and he can go up and get it. So we've got to be on top of our game, and the biggest thing we've talked about, it's okay for them to catch some balls, but we've just got to be great at tackling, and our goal is to give up less than 20 yards after the catch, and I think if we can do that, we'll be successful.
Coach, probably this is all the time we have for questions tonight, but your defense is playing well. They're playing well. The guys are they're doing a good job. I mean, for me, I want to see that pass rush I seen. If they're a passing team, I want to see that Gilmer pass rush I seen a couple weeks ago. I want to see Lacey chase them all over the field. Mm-hmm. But anyhow, a couple weeks ago, several weeks back, you guys have made a decision in the coaching staff to move some guys both sides of the ball. Mm-hmm. You got some guys that are you're sharing 2 sides of the ball. I think it's a testament to your conditioning of these young men, because I'm not seeing it hurt as far as in that fourth quarter, as far as them being exhausted or anything like that.
No, I think especially when you look at the Southeast game, the Lafayette game, and really even the Pickens game, the fourth quarter, I felt like we got better. We were a little better, in shape, our guys, and we love what we do at the exchange between the third and fourth quarter to kind of get jacked up. But at the same time, I think that's a testament to Coach Grage, his program philosophy of how you condition during the off season, especially during the summer, and it's starting to pay off later as the weeks go on.
Well, guys, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Friday night, and one of the best parts about meeting you two guys tonight is I'm going to get to see you on Friday night for a long time to come, and I'm looking forward to that. We're going to get to talk a lot of football over the next several years. Is that all you do, smile? You smile all the time? Because I like it. That's all right. I keep looking over, and you're smiling. But that's okay, man. You keep it up. And it was great to have you guys. Great to have you, Coach. We're looking forward to tomorrow night. And don't forget Huff Mosley Stadium, 7:30. And yes, for you out there, you know who you are. I cannot find my glasses, and I know you will remind me of that because you're watching. But tomorrow night, 7:30, Huff Mosley Stadium. Don't miss. Come out and support the Bobcats, all right? Support the seniors. Listen to what these guys said tonight. They're going out there tomorrow night. They're going to give 110% because they're going to do it for the Bobcats and their seniors tomorrow night. They're going to give it all. So you come out and give it all tomorrow night for your team. Again, 7:30. I am BKP, your host. Don't forget, every Monday morning on Good Morning from the Office, FYN TV, at 8 a.m., we do Monday Morning Quarterback. You click on there at Monday morning. We do a segment called Monday Morning Quarterback at 8 a.m. Mondays. And hashtag Team FYN Sports, hashtag Gilmer Football. Follow us on Twitter at Fetcher News. Again, thank you, Circuit World, for providing this set here tonight over at East LJ. Come over here, promotional code Fetcher News. Also, thank you, Shane's Rib Shack, for the meal for the players and the coach. And Pepsi, have I told you I'm BKP yet, Lonnie? Like 8 times? Okay, we're out. We'll see you tomorrow night, Huff Mosley Stadium, 7:30.